If Martin met Barack, what a day that would be. The man who had the dream, see it turned reality. Martin bled and cried and shed and died for freedom and the people's voice. He knew that one day we'd walk the path of racial justice and together rejoice.
If Martin met Barack, woo, woo, what a day that would be.
Yes.
The man who had a dream, see it turn reality. They probably sit and share their sensitivity of hope for a joyous daybreak from our long night of captivity. A night that saw other cultures progress while we stood still. A night that claimed the lives of Malcolm X and Emmett Till.
In that long night, Martin led us arm in arm and hand in hand. Even though the countless brothers that joined him were called 3/5 of man. But Martin will remind Barack that we cannot walk alone, for our satisfaction will not come until equality for all is shown.
Barack will hear Martin speak of freedom in his quiet but powerful voice, and go on to stand in demand, speak and defend that freedom as the people's choice. The marches and the sit-ins, the lockups and the burnings turn to voting, turn to protest as the history pages turn.
If Martin met Barack, what a day that would be. The man who had the dream, see it turn reality. They probably both smile as on this they'd agree. Violence is not the answer, but instead fight peacefully. Martin would say, Barack, conduct our struggle on the high plains of dignity and discipline. Barack would respond, hope over fear and purpose over discord is how we'll win. We will answer them by meeting physical force with soul force. Our number is our greatest weapon. We the people, our greatest source.
Because America is bigger than the sum of our individual ambitions, greater than all the differences of birth or wealth or faction. So until justice rolls like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream, we've got to put our faith into action.
If Martin met Barack, Martin would share how he yearned to undo America's default as far as her citizens of color are concerned. America, he'd say, has defaulted on this promissory note for the Marcus insufficient funds on the check she wrote. But we refuse to believe that the Bank of Justice is bankrupt, that all of America's riches are vaulted and guarded by the vile and corrupt.
If Martin met Barack, he'd urge him to tell all our story, not just of the slave narratives and ghettos and such, but to speak our triumph and boast our glory.
One day, when the glory comes, it'll be ours. It'll be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure. We will be sure. Oh, glory.
Glory.
Glory. Oh,
Glory.
glory.
If Martin met Barack, what a day that would be. The president of our future with the leader of our history, they will reignite the fires within us to carry our struggle ahead. For our patchwork heritage is a strength to be carried, not a weakness to be shed.
Yeah.
And they probably stop and recognize the conditions that we're in. And in some ways, instead of change, history is repeating itself again. Our healthcare is too costly. Our schools fail too many. Jobs lost and homes taken. The list is full and plenty.
But if Martin met Barack, it would be hope that they share. For our spirit is stronger and cannot be broken, and one day we will get there. But we must free the eye of our heart from the manacles of segregation and release the ear of our mind from the chains of discrimination.
Martin would say it's time to lift our nation from the quicksands of injustice and not wallow in the valley of despair, but lift us to the solid rock of brotherhood and make real the promises of democracy and make opportunities fair.
If Martin
Martin met Barack, I'm sure they'd agree. The tragedy of the gun, claiming black lives. Black lives still matter.
Yes.
I'm sure they'd agree. They'd salute all of those that we have lost to these tragedies. Eric, Sandra, Mike, Philando, Walter, Freddie, and Trayvon. If Martin met Barack, they would share stories on the mountaintops. If Martin met Barack, woo! But Martin got shot. Soon will be done. Trouble of the world. Trouble of the world. Trouble of the world. Soon will be done. Trouble of the world. Gone home to live with God. Oh, soon will be done. Trouble of the world. Trouble of the world. Trouble of the world. Soon will be done. Trouble of the world. Gone home to live with God.
Martin never met Barack. He came before and paved the way. Barack never met the king, whose dream sparked the dawn of a new day. But Barack brought the dream to the forefront and put our story on a pedestal, showing that our minds are no less, our capacity no lower, and our ability to create incredible.
Martin never met Barack, but their paths are forever crossed. Their works, their words, their legacies are not lost. So as long as you and I see the bind of inequality unraveled, so long as we have remembrance of who we are and how far we have traveled.
With our eyes fixed on the horizon, we rise from the dark and desolate valley of segregation. With God's hand upon us, we carry the great gift of freedom to future generations. So we who are here must continue to protest, to stand, to sit and sing. But most importantly, we must continue to let freedom ring.
Let freedom ring from the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire to the mighty mountains of New York.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Let freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado to the curvaceous slopes of California.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Let freedom ring from Stone Mountain, Georgia to Lookout Mountain, Tennessee. Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
From every valley
village and every hamlet.
From every state.
In every city.
Let freedom ring. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Damn right we can.
Thank you.
Thank you.